Hey guys, it's Bob Fernger back with another 8-minute call. So, I've shared with you that I'm an expert at helping people earn income online, right? And so, I believe that there's a power to that. It's just not the physical human things we do, the physical activities, the reach outs, or talking to others, or sending your link. You got to have your mind right. And so that's why I'm talking about manifestation. That's why I'm going through a process of teaching you how to get pretty much everything you want. And so yesterday I talked about, I shouldn't really say that. I got to train myself not to say that. In a previous video, I talked about you have to know exactly what you want. And I didn't finish a statistic that I've shared hundreds of times. Literally 80% of people don't even know what they want. What kind of life is that? That's a wasted life. I don't know what I want. And I'm talking beyond bare needs or escapes they want to have. 16% of people have goals. Good start. 4% of them have them written down. Only 1% of them have them written down and review them regularly. So I don't think it's very difficult to figure out who gets what they want. It's those that are obsessed, that are focused, that talk about, that write down, that review, that think about what their life will be like. And that's really the way you need to think about goals. What will my life be like? And then define that and start living in that. What will my life be like when I'm making $10,000 a month? What will I do with that? What kind of freedom does that give me? What will my life be like when I'm completely, debt-free? What will my life be like when my spouse and I pretty much get along all the time? What will my life be like when I meet the right person? What will my life be like when I'm living in this neighborhood and having this house and the things that I want? What will my life be like? And it's not that difficult. The reason you want to be out of debt is not to just be out of debt. You want to be out of debt because what will your life be like? What will your life be like when you don't have to answer to the alarm clock? When you don't have to be in traffic every morning? What will your life be like? What does that feel like, right? And so that's going to help you along the way. What will your life be like when you take your children out of government schools and they stop being indoctrinated? What will your life be like when you're able to travel anywhere, anytime, using just cash and not putting it on credit cards? So the key to this manifestation thing isn't just, I want $10,000 a month, or I want to be debt-free, or I want to meet the spouse of my dreams. The key is, what does that feel like? Because it's really, how does that feel is what causes the attraction, the manifestation to happen. Think about it. Now you know what you want. You know why you want it. You know when you want it by, and you know what that's going to feel like when you have it. So boom, I believe that things begin to conspire on your behalf. The people you need and the things you need start coming right in front of you. Now, this is where action comes in. You've got to step into it. You have to say hello to that person. You have to step into it. Absolutely, I'd be happy to check out your business opportunity. You have to step into it. I've never done one of these online businesses before, but I'm not stupid. If others can do it, I can do it. You have to step into it. You have to not just step into the belief and the mindset, but that's the action part. You have to take the next step and the next step and the next step. And so here's the deal, guys. Knowing what you want, knowing why you want it, and knowing when you want it by, all important. But then comes the action part. You have to step into it, because as you look around, The world you live in right now, which wasn't always true, is full of opportunities. It's full of ways to make that extra income or that life-changing income or that ridiculous income or to get everything you want, because that's where we live right now. Now, how will humans mess that up? What's going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years? I have no idea, but it's never been easier. And who's proving it to us? Young people. Young people who are mastering things like AI. And you know what? They don't have your brain all clogged up with life. They just believe they can do it. You know, all this manifestation stuff. Oh, I saw another 16-year-old making $1 million a year. Well, if that guy can do it, I can do it. They don't even think that way. They just do it. They do not have the burdens and the stresses you have, so they just step into those opportunities. Well, you just control your own mind. You just decide you can do, have, be, whatever you want. And it starts happening. Now, I'm not here to be rah, rah, sis goomba. I'm telling you this stuff is science. I would challenge you to go to ChatGPT right now and say, please teach me about manifestation. It'll do a much better job than I've been doing. I'm just living proof that it works. And I thank God for that. And that's what I go and talk to you about more and more and more is gratitude. Hey, have a great day. God bless.